In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create the perfect call to action CTA for your affiliate, e-commerce, or service-based website. And I'm going to be backing this up with years of psychological research and A/B testing data. You're going to learn how to pick the perfect button color that's going to grab eyes off visitors that visit your website, and how to write text that gets the clicks. I'm also going to be sharing the exact CTAs that I've A/B tested to get the best results. With solid CTA optimization, you can literally double your conversion rate, and I'm going to be showing you proof of that later. And my goal with this video is to teach you how to do this so you can do it for your own website. Now, before I go into beast mode talking about CTAs, can you just take 1 second to smash the like button? No, really, it just takes 1 second. And once you do it, I promise to make these arrows stop cluttering the screen. Okay, awesome. Let's get rocking. The first and funnest thing to tackle when it comes to your CTAs is your button color. You need your call to action buttons to stand out from the background of your site. So my question for you is, what color is your website? If we look at my site, diggitymarketing.com, you'll see that the general theme of the website is green. And I've chosen red as my CTA color because it pops off the page. You can't miss it. How did I know to choose red? Easy. Google the term color wheel and you're going to see a whole bunch of images that look like this. Identify the color of your website and then look at the opposite end of the color wheel to find your optimal CTA color, also known as the primary action color. This color will be both complementary and opposite from your website and will pop off the page. So as you can see in my case, I have a green website and red is on the opposite end.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I want to highlight the importance of having a single color theme of your website. If your website looks like a bag of Skittles was dumped on it, then no colors are going to stand out at all. Websites like these are a hot mess. Some tips for CTAs: avoid hot reds like this one. It's just too abrasive to the eyes and it makes it overly difficult to read the actual text on the button. A red like this one is much better as long as it works with your site. Also, the opposite but complementary color to blue is orange. Many people have blue website themes and unfortunately orange isn't the best converting color. But you gotta stick to best practices, so orange it is. What you can do is play around with the hue of your orange by split testing, which I'm gonna show you how to do later. Now, once you decide on your primary action color for your CTAs, you're never gonna use that color anywhere else on your website. You wanna make sure the only time you use that color is for your call to actions. This trains your readers to only take action when and where you want them to, namely when you're making money. And this is called color discipline. But what if you have multiple things that you want your visitors to do on the page? Let's say your primary action is getting them to make a call and get a free quote. But you also want to invite them to read customer reviews if they're not quite ready to pull the trigger. Enter the secondary action color where you just invert the colors. It's still going to draw the eye, but just not as much as the primary action colors. Easy breezy. You can also try an adjacent color in the color wheel, but now we're getting back to a taste the rainbow situation, so just do the inversion technique. Now, before I get into some concrete examples of CTAs I've tested that bring in the big bucks, I want to give you some advice on how to write them yourself. Here's 5 tips for writing the words that go within your call to actions. First, make it short and sweet. Generally, short phrases are going to outperform long phrases on the buttons. Second, make your buttons time sensitive by using words like now and today, such as download now. Third, the word free is a magic word. So if anything is being given away for free, like a free quote or whatever, make sure to mention that. Fourth, always include an actionable verb in the call to action. So free quote today isn't going to perform as well as get a free quote today. And fifth, you want to describe what the user will expect to get once they click. The CTA on my homepage lets people sign up for a free training I have on affiliate SEO. And it's been split tested at least a dozen times. It's short, uses the word free, has an action word get, and describes exactly what you'll get when you click it. Now, over the years, I've collected tons of call to actions that do extremely well in various categories: affiliate sites, e-commerce, local services, and lead magnets. Let's take a look. When it comes to affiliate websites, readers typically have 2 concerns that prevent them from clicking. First, they want to be sure that they're reading a real review, and that's all on you and your copy. But beyond that, they really just want to know that if they click that link that they're going to get the best price possible. In this experiment, we were split testing this visit official website call to action that a client had on their site. Not a bad CTA, at least it's actionable and describes the result. We put it up against click here for lowest price, which also conveys the benefit, saving money. The result, all 4 buttons that we replaced on the page increased conversions. In the lowest case by 85%, in the highest case by 283%. This client doubled their affiliate earnings with that simple tweak. But then we tested the new CTA versus a red version of itself and increased the clicks by an additional 33%. This is the power of split testing, which we'll get to later. Click for best price or click for lowest price are both amazing for affiliate websites, but the jury is out on whether or not that's legal for Amazon associate sites. Depending on which Amazon employee you ask, it may or may not be okay. So don't take the risk and instead go with my recommendations for Amazon sites. Check current price or check lowest price. The language on these CTAs implies that the price could change and you need to click to find out. For funsies, I want to show you the worst call to action possible.
This is gonna be interesting.
Feast your eyes on this thing. Why is it so bad? Especially because it's been generated by Amazon. Well, first, the reader doesn't need any information anymore. They know the price, they know where to get it, and guess what? They don't need to click anything to find out. They'll go buy this product when they're off work and have more time. Second, it doesn't even look like a button. Third, a 4-cent discount? Now, I wonder why Amazon would create a button like this.
Do we? Okay. I don't know.
Another example of a bad one is this Learn More button. Really? Didn't I just have to learn about this product by spending 5 minutes reading this review? Now you're telling me I need to learn more? No. Then we have this other check price and availability on Amazon button, which is great for Amazon. Never tell someone where they can find something because they don't need to click anymore once you do. The jury's also out on whether or not you need to have Amazon written on your Amazon CTAs, but as far as I know, there's no enforced requirement. Now, I know I've been pooping on Amazon a lot, but when it comes to making e-commerce CTAs, there's no better model to look at than Amazon themselves. Their yellow add to cart buttons pop off their navy blue pages. Super actionable, short and sweet. The buy now button is straight to the point and uses time sensitivity. And their buy now with one click button is the same thing on steroids, instant satisfaction. For local service-based websites, here's a list of my favorites. Free personalized quote, get a free report, book a free consultation, get a free inspection, get quote in 1 minute. With the exception of the last one, all include the word free. Why? Because it works. Now, if you have email lead magnets on your website, which I recommend everyone does, even affiliates, here's what I recommend. First, your best call to action placements are typically in the middle of the content with what's known as an inline button. And the text here needs to fill up the button, otherwise it just looks weird. So break the short and sweet rule, keep it benefit driven, and use all the trigger words. Now, I just gave away a ton of effective SCAs, but the truth of the matter is, if you want to move from an A to A+, you need to split test. All websites are different. They have different goals, different customers, and different layouts. Only A/B testing will reveal what is the absolute perfect CTA for your site. With a split test, you're comparing one version of a call to action to another. And you're dividing up the visitors to your website, so half of them are going to see version number 1 and half of them are going to see version number 2. For example, see this SEO done for you button at the top of Diggity Marketing that goes to my agency? I didn't just choose this at random. I split tested it against Hire Me, SEO Agency, and Outsource Your SEO, and it outperformed them all. And the thing is, I'm not done split testing. I'm not assuming that our winning CTA is the ultimate champion of all time. Split testing is a full-time endeavor. Now, if you're an affiliate website owner, I got an outside the box little nugget for you that I've discovered with split testing. At the beginning of your article, put a last modified note with a recent date. We found that it increased button click-through rate by 14%. My favorite paid tools for split testing are VWO and Optimizely. In the description below, I put a link to a video on how to set up a split test with Optimizely. Now, if you're looking for a free tool, I can recommend Nelio. And also in the description, I've left a link to a video that my homegirl Julie made on how to use Nelio. Now, here's some absolutely crucial best practices when it comes to making call to actions. Don't place aggressive CTAs too early in the buyer awareness cycle. If someone is searching for something like the benefits of juicing, they're not quite ready to buy a juicer. They're just curious about its benefits. So instead, get them into a free guide, like this diet guide that Healthline uses. Next, if you're doing affiliate marketing, having a comparison table at the top of your post is almost always going to convert better than not having one. But you need to make sure that your comparison table is 100% mobile responsive and that it looks good on mobile devices. Otherwise, the CTAs will bleed off the right side of the page and they won't be visible to your readers. Next, make sure you're putting a CTA all the way at the bottom of your page. A lot of readers don't want to read because they know what they want. They're ready to convert and they expect there's going to be a call to action at the bottom of the page. So give it to them. And make sure to subscribe for more content just like this.